Every civilization fears being destroyed. War, famine, disaster. But there is one fate stranger than destruction: to simply disappear. History records one chilling example. A small colony, found abandoned, every person gone, a single word carved into a wooden post, and nothing else. But that was a few hundred people. This is the story of an entire kingdom. In a remote northern valley, travelers arrived one autumn morning at the gates of a prosperous kingdom called Veyra. They found the gates open, the streets silent, meals still resting on the tables, fires still warm in the hearths. But not a single person, not in the homes, not in the fields, not in the great hall. Tens of thousands of people, gone in a single night. There were no bodies, no blood, no signs of battle or plague or panic. Veyra had not been attacked. Its people had not fled. They left their gold, their food, even their children's toys, exactly where they lay. It was as if in one moment, every living soul had simply stepped out of the world. For centuries, the vanishing of Veyra was dismissed as legend, until modern researchers excavated the valley and found that the legend was true. The kingdom was real. The sudden, total abandonment was real. And buried in its archives was the beginning of an explanation. The Veyra had been recording something. For 3 generations, their scholars had documented a phenomenon that appeared in the valley. A light. A doorway. A threshold that opened in the air, in the same place once every few decades. They called it the opening. At first, they feared it. Then they studied it. And slowly they came to believe it was not a danger but an invitation. Their records describe objects placed before the threshold that never returned. Then animals. And finally volunteers who stepped through the light and were never seen again. But the Veyrans did not believe these people had died. They believed they had crossed into somewhere else, a world beyond their own, and that the opening would not last forever. The final entries grow urgent. The threshold was fading. After this, it might never open again. And so, on a single autumn night, the entire kingdom made a choice. They packed almost nothing. They left their wealth behind. They walked together in the dark toward the light at the edge of their valley. And one by one they stepped through. By morning, Veyra was empty. The last record, left for anyone who might come looking, held a single line. Translated, it read, "We did not vanish. We were not taken. We chose the door while it was still open." Modern science cannot explain what the Veyrans documented. Many believe it was a shared delusion, a story told to hide some darker end. But the valley is real, the empty kingdom is real, and the records describe in careful detail a door that no longer opens. Veyra remains the largest unexplained disappearance in human history. A reminder that not every civilization is destroyed, some are not conquered, and some do not fall. Some simply choose to leave, and that somewhere, perhaps, a door once opened, and an entire kingdom walked through it, into a world we have never seen. Recovered stories from worlds that never existed.